Hello and welcome to Never Seen It, a podcast about movies that we've never seen yet. My name is Trent. I'm here with my wife, Betsy.
Sup?
So, we're coming to you the day after Christmas.
Yep.
Hope you had a great one. Hope you had all the pie and all the ham. So much ham.
The cake and the cookies and
Yes.
the jolly festivities
All that
abounding.
stuff. All that stuff. Betsy and I have a couple of traditions. One of them being on Christmas Eve we make ribs. That is our
Somehow
Christmas
that
tradition.
started to be a thing.
Yeah, it's just been that way since we moved into this house. We're going on like 6 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 years we've been doing this now.
Yep.
And yeah, it's just become a thing. But
Ham is hard.
yeah,
It's not really.
it's
but
also
we eat it every meal.
It's played out. It's played out.
Yep.
We don't need no more ham.
Ribs.
Ribs.
Christmas ribs.
That's the shit right there. Today, Betsy, we're going to be watching a movie that is very much Christmas related, but it's not one of those happy, good feelings movies.
No. No, I don't think so.
No. We are going to be watching Bad Santa
Yes, sir.
from 2003.
Correct.
Somehow we've gone almost 20 years not seeing this movie. And this is a movie I've wanted to watch because for some reason it's pretty good.
I know many people love it. I
Yeah.
don't know anybody personally off the top of my head that loves this movie.
No, nor do I.
But it was popular enough to warrant a sequel.
It's right. Like many, many years later.
Oh, yeah.
I think it has like something like a 74%.
Still?
Yeah. And after all this time, you would think that a movie like this would be more divisive, but I don't think so.
It's probably just a stupid comedy.
And I looked it up before we started recording. It's apparently a little bit less than an hour and a half long.
I had no idea this
It's
was
an
that
hour
short.
28.
Well, all right then.
Whoa. So, Betsy, what do you know about this movie?
I know Billy Bob Thornton is in it.
Yep.
He's some kind of a mall Santa.
Uh-huh.
And maybe Santa fucks.
I'm going to say that's probably a part of it.
The title gives you exactly what you need to know. He
Yeah.
is a dirty old man.
Yeah.
Who does like drugs and drinks and has sex with women, and or his handsy.
My joke about this movie before we started was it doesn't need to be any longer because the title itself gives you a half hour of exposition right there.
We don't need to explain this. We've
No.
called it Bad Santa. Use your imagination.
Yeah. I know that Bernie Mac is in it.
Is he in both of them or just this one?
I don't know.
Okay, I know you're right. He's definitely in one of the two at least.
But
if
Bernie
not
Mac
both of them.
died.
Yeah.
Not long after this. So I doubt he's in the sequel.
Right. So yes, I know Bernie Mac is in it. I couldn't name another single person who is in this movie. I don't know the city it takes place.
Nope.
I don't know what has led him to this life of being a bad Santa. Why, if you hate your job so much, you continue to do it.
I don't know.
Because I feel like bad Santa implies that he hates his job. That this is like
Maybe.
a terrible life choice he's
Or maybe
made.
like this is some kind of scam where he's gonna like Home Alone this shit. He's gonna stay in the
Maybe.
mall to rob everything,
Oh,
and he's being a
maybe.
bad Santa, but in reality he's just wanting to be a criminal. I don't know.
No idea.
But
I
yeah.
like the concept of Billy Bob in this because he's like just enough of a hillbilly in his own right that you buy him as these skeezy dudes.
And I haven't seen too many Billy Bob movies. Have you?
I've probably seen more than I realize, but you know, the 90s were his time. 90s and
Sure.
early 2000s.
And he like showed up in a few things that I know I've seen, but
Armageddon?
as a very bit character.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
in Armageddon, which is probably the biggest thing you saw him in.
Probably. Did you ever see Monsters Ball?
No, I never saw
That came out around the same time as this.
Yep.
It was like 04, 05.
Yep. He was in Pushing Tin,
Yeah.
which, have you seen that one?
Nuh-uh.
It's air traffic controllers, but you don't like John Cusack, so I don't know if you'd like
John
that
Cusack sucks.
I am determined. I'm gonna find a movie with John Cusack in it that you actually can tolerate. If you can't like it,
Tolerate. Okay.
then you don't hate it.
That's a high bar, Betsy.
Yes, I think it exists. I just need to find the right one where they use him well,
Yeah.
and you don't despise the man. And Pushington is probably not it because he's an asshole in that movie too.
Okay.
But that's the movie that Billy Bob and Angelina met.
Okay.
So that's where that whole thing began. Yeah, other than that, I mean, he was in A Simple Plan. I never
The band? The punk band?
It's a movie. I thought that's what it was called.
I don't know.
An early 2000s thing.
Probably.
Again, there's a ton. Bandits. All these movies that came out around that time.
Yeah. I saw, what was he? He was like a very dirty, like, car mechanic in something.
I don't know, but he was in the Bad News Bears remake.
Oh, no, that's not it.
A dirty car mechanic.
Yeah, he's in some cut. I can't remember what the movie is.
No idea.
Yeah, he's some kind of
This
car
is
mechanic.
not someone whose career I have
who's, like,
followed
full of
every
grease.
beat.
Yeah, but anyway, so Bad Santa. We don't know much about the plot. We know
I expect debauchery.
He's a mall Santa kind of a thing. We got Bernie Mac, who's gonna be Bernie Mac. I like Bernie Mac. I've seen that original Kings of Comedy thing probably 4 or 5 times.
I've never seen it.
Oh, we gotta sit down and watch it. It's really good. Even for the time, it was like probably 2002.
It was early 2000s, around this time.
Came out. Yeah, Steve Harvey, Bernie Mac, D.L. Hughley, and Cedric the Entertainer.
Okay.
Really good stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So we'll see. He'll bring his charisma to this.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, let's go watch Bad Santa, Betsy.
All right.
We'll be right back. Hey, we're back. Bad Santa, Betsy. What'd you think of that one?
So this one started a little bit slow for me, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it, or I thought, oh, maybe it's just okay. But then by the end of the movie, I was invested, and the credits are rolling, and I'm just busting a gut at nothing, just thinking about what I just watched.
Yeah.
Like, while it was happening, I wasn't in hysterics, but at the end, I was just like, what the fuck?
What did we just witness?
I liked it, though.
I did too.
It was just ridiculous.
And you know, it's one of these things where you know exactly what it's going to be. By the way,
You called it.
Honestly, I had no idea that was going to be what it was.
Yeah.
I just assumed that, oh yeah, what if they do a Home Alone 2 thing where they stay overnight at the store and rob the place.
Yep.
That's what they did.
It's just they do it repeatedly.
Yeah. They're a scam artist crew.
Yeah, they're a couple of con men.
Yeah.
And they have a long con where they're
Once a year.
Once a year.
Yeah.
They pick a city, and they're Santa and his elf. Mm-hmm. And
They work cheap.
They work cheap, and the last night of the gig, they break in, or they stay late, and they steal a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
And they break into the safe.
Yeah,
and that's, of course, Billy Bob's whole thing is he's a safe cracker.
Right.
Yeah.
He's a good one, too.
He's a good one. So, yeah, you called it. That's exactly what's happening here. And then the rest of the time, he's a fucking miserable human being who hates his life and drinks too much.
He's the biggest dirtbag. I tell you this, Billy Bob Thornton, you could not have picked a better actor for this.
No.
He was made for this role.
He was
Holy
very
shit.
good. I bought every second of him being like, what the fuck? Fuck this. Fuck that. Screw you.
Wow.
Absolute nightmare of a person.
I could not say enough good things about his performance.
I think that's probably what most people take away from this movie.
Is that Billy Bob is great.
Specifically him. Yeah. And again,
his partner was really good too.
They have a sequel, so they liked it enough to let him try it again.
Yeah.
But now that I've seen this, I'm curious how that works, because in this one, you know, he has moments of reformation where by the end of the movie he's not turning his life around by any means, but he is feeling feelings, which he usually doesn't do.
Human emotions.
Yes, he feels human emotions and an actual connection to another human.
Yeah.
Which he doesn't do. He just drinks himself into a stupor and fucks up his life.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they start in Wisconsin or in Chicago or something.
Yeah, somewhere in that part of the country.
And then we kind of hop city to city a little bit.
Yeah. So I pointed out that, okay, the security guard, which by the way is the dude from Mike and Molly.
Yep.
He's Mike.
Yep.
He's got like a Chicago accent.
Yes.
So we figured, okay, maybe it's like the upper Midwest. There's snow on the ground, so it's probably around Chicago, Wisconsin, and the vehicles they have Wisconsin plates.
Yeah.
So we were right about that.
The Wisconsin plates that never change. They've looked the same for 20 years.
So they do their job in Wisconsin. They go on the lam basically to Florida.
Yeah.
Or at least he does.
They lay low.
Billy Bob does.
They basically scam someplace once a year and then just do nothing the rest of the year.
Pretty much. Must be nice. I would love to do that.
He makes a joke about being the Easter Bunny, but I'm pretty sure that's just a joke.
Yeah. Well, it even says, 11 months later. So
Right.
they work 1 month a year.
Yep.
They do like a contract gig somewhere, and his partner sends around basically their resume. It's like, hey, here's a photo of us as Santa and his elf, and this is our shtick. And they send it around to different malls around the country, and the first one that is big enough to hire them, they're going to take the job.
Right. So, of course, that was fascinating to me because when they get there, they go to Phoenix, and they're greeted by the mall manager, who's played by John Ritter.
John Ritter.
And they're talking about, oh, I loved your resume. It's like, you must be using an old resume because they say they've been doing this for 7 years.
Yeah.
And every year he is getting worse. Willie, the Santa Claus. And it's like, if you were looking at strictly the resume in 2003, you had no other way to find out who these people are. You would not expect this dumbass to show up. So he must look squeaky clean.
Right.
Beautiful Santa and his elf. And they're just the picture image of Santa Claus.
Well, he shows up and he's not in his big getup. I mean, he's wearing like the pants. But that's about. He doesn't have the beard.
He has long given up on bothering.
Oh, sure.
The suit's too big because he doesn't put on the padding. He doesn't wear a beard that fits.
Yeah, he doesn't put on the padding. He probably doesn't really eat.
No, no, he's very thin in this movie, and
he's
I think
always very thin.
not always. I remember Billy Bob lost weight between around this era. I don't know. And it would make sense that for a movie like this, if he lost weight, it was because this guy's a terrible alcoholic.
Right.
All he does this movie is drink. The one time you see him eating or one of the few times you see me, he's eating a salad, which is weird.
Right.
That's a weird choice.
Yeah, I wonder if that was like in the script or whatever, or if that was just, what would this kind of Santa eat?
In between booze.
Right. He's got to eat healthy, Betsy.
Yeah. But there were a lot of people in this movie that we definitely recognize. So Alex Borstein is in this. She gets credited.
Yeah, she gets credited. She's in one scene.
She is in one
30
scene.
seconds.
Yes. And this is right smack in the middle of Family Guy, so she already would have been a known voice
and I don't
at this
know
time.
if Family Guy was in hiatus or not, because
Maybe.
remember, Family Guy got canceled.
Oh, that's
and
true.
It
This
was
could have
off
been in
the
the
air.
lull.
Yeah, it was off the air for years, and it took the DVD sales of the first few seasons that got it back on the air.
This could have been in the lull, now that you're saying that. But yeah, she shows up, she has like 2 lines, and then she's gone.
Right.
But she got billing because she was well-known enough.
Sure.
Bernie Mac obviously is in this.
Yep, we mentioned that.
Octavia Spencer shows up as a hooker.
Right. What the fuck?
So yeah, she's just kind of in one scene. Once again, this is the second movie in so many weeks that we've watched.
Yeah, she
shows up.
She was in the first Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire.
Yep. Lauren Graham is in this. And admittedly, I've never seen Gilmore Girls.
Nope.
Sorry. But early 2000s, this was certainly around the time that was on the air. So this is either in the middle or right around when it was starting.
Yeah, and I'm sure maybe she wanted to, expand her reach and maybe do a little bit more than just that one TV show.
Well, and usually this is the kind of thing somebody who plays a mom on TV does.
It's like, hey, I want to be a little naughty.
Yeah, she's doing shots with this skeezy Santa and then fucking him in his car. Fuck me, Santa!
Fuck me, Santa! Fuck me, Santa!
I have a thing for Santa. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Wow.
People in this movie have issues they need to do therapy for.
Jesus.
Yeah, and then I touched on John Ritter. So this movie came out in December of 2003. I looked it up. He passed away in September of that year. So this actually came out after he died.
Well, I mean, it had the tribute at the end for him. So this must have been his last movie at the very least.
Certainly. But yeah, I had no idea he was in this, and his name came up on the title credits. I was like, I don't know the last time I saw John Ritter.
In anything.
Because...
And we both watched his show, right? On his ABC show.
The Rules About Dating.
Yeah, Dating My Teenage Daughter.
I watched a little bit of it.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it religiously.
I think I watched it before they changed the name. Because I think they changed the name.
They did, because after he passed away, you can't call it Dating My Teenage... it was like 13 Rules for Dating My Teenage Daughter, I think was the full thing.
Yeah.
So then they just changed it to like Rules for Dating My Daughter.
Right.
Because
or just 13 Rules or something.
13 Rules, yeah, something like that.
They definitely shortened
Because, of course, the whole premise of the show was the father figure is the one saying this.
Well, he was a single dad, was he not?
No. Katie Sagal was in that show. She was the mom.
Okay.
So she was still on the show, and Kaylee Cuoco was the daughter.
Yeah, Kaylee Cuoco was the daughter.
Yeah,
that was
that's
her
what
big
I remember. But yeah, the whole point of the show was it's the dad.
Yeah.
It's from his perspective.
Yeah.
And when he died, it kind of changes the entire flow of the show.
It just killed the show.
Yeah, so they ended up changing it and trying to do it without him because it was successful,
Yeah.
but it just didn't work.
It was a
without
huge
him.
show.
Yeah.
It was a huge show, and that was just a shock.
Yeah.
But anyway, not to bring that things down.
But it was nice to see him. Let's
Sure,
just be honest. John Ritter
was a fucking treasure.
He was playing an uptight mall manager who can't bring himself to say things like fuck stick. And every time like Bernie Mac is talking, he's like, ain't nothing wrong with loving a woman, and they're like talking about like ass fucking.
Yeah.
And he just like purses his lips like, I can't listen to this. So he was good in this, what little he was in it.
Yeah.
And yeah, Bernie Mac, he's just, a fed up mall cop.
He's the head of mall security.
Okay, he's the head of mall security, but he clearly doesn't give a shit.
No. And he's good at his job, and when you're good at your job like that, you can kind of be a little selective about how good you want to be.
Right, and he's, talking to his boss, the mall manager, like, oh, he did that.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
So you want me to try to find something to get him fired with?
Yeah. He said, fuck stick. And I'm concerned.
Mm-hmm.
You're concerned, huh? Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. And you called that too. So, of course, he does do some investigating of these two guys because his boss is concerned.
Sure.
And basically finds them out very quickly.
Yeah.
But he tells his boss, nope, he's clean as a whistle. There's nothing going on here. And you said, he just wants in on the scheme. And the next scene, he's confronting them so he can get in on the scheme.
Half.
So yeah, there were a couple of moments with Bernie Mac that were really memorable.
I wish he was in this more.
It would be nice if they had done more. I think there was probably so much cut from this.
Yeah.
Because there were some moments that seemed like we were lacking an explanation as to why somebody looked or acted the way they did.
Yeah.
Like there was maybe a scene that had been omitted. So maybe there is footage that is missing from this movie, including more of Bernie Mac.
Sure.
But there were a couple of scenes that stood out for me with him. And it wasn't so much what was going on, but how it was cut or edited.
Okay.
So there's the sequence where he finds out definitively that yes, this mall Santa is a skis bag and these guys are con men. But he tells his boss there's nothing wrong.
Right.
Did you see how many times they cut the camera back and forth between them? He said,
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, he said, it's clean, cut to John Ritter. Oh, cut back, clean as a whistle. Cut. It was like 14 cuts in about 10 seconds.
Sometimes that's just done for effect, for comedic purposes.
And I'm sure that is what it was for.
Yeah.
But it was just like, whoa, what's happening?
Yeah.
You didn't notice that?
I don't think so.
Oh, God, I did.
No.
And yes, it was being done for comedic effect, but...
I just took it as that. I mean,
all right.
That's
I found it jarring.
It's just kind of how comedy films are cut sometimes.
Yeah, there were several moments like that where they were doing a lot of things well for great effect. Like the music in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
They pretty much use kind of canned Christmas music.
Yeah, the classic ones that you're going to hear in the mall.
But then, like, it kind of felt like there was a lot of royalty-free type of music in this.
Sure.
So there's, like, a lot of very old opera. Like, they had music from Carmen at one point.
Yeah.
They had an orchestral version of the music from Sleeping Beauty from the Disney movie.
Oh, jeez.
The da 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 da.
Yeah, and it's
there
only
was a lot of that.
And it's only playing for like 10 seconds sometimes
Yeah.
because they want to cut it with a scene for again comedic effect.
The music did it a lot better than the editing for me.
Well, that's part of the editing. But I just feel like this movie was like a super, super low budget kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Where do you cut first? Music licensing, because that shit is expensive.
It is. Or like the Anvil song. Dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun, dun. And the two of them are like beating things.
Yeah, and again, the cutting of that was done great.
But that was done well. Like,
Yeah.
the other one bothered me.
Yeah.
Like, that one I was like, yes, okay, I get the joke. It's
Yeah.
anvils and we're using golf clubs to hit things. And, yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
So a major plot point in this movie is that we are introduced a little way in to this snot-nosed, curly-haired, blonde kid.
The kid, as he is credited.
He is credited as the kid. He does have a name.
Whose name is Thurman Merman.
Which we don't find out for about 40 minutes. So this kid takes himself on the bus to see Santa at the mall.
Yeah.
And he ends up just sort of staring him down a lot and saying intense, creepy things. Ultimately, lingers around the mall after hours and makes Santa give him a ride home.
Right.
And then this just becomes this whole thing where Billy Bob finds out that, wait, you live alone? Like, he's like, who's at your house? Oh, not my dad. My dad is, like, climbing mountains.
Yeah, the kid tells him to go, gives him directions to go to his house, and it's this upscale neighborhood with a whole bunch of really nice houses, and he's like, okay, so it's just your grandma? There's nobody else here.
Your mom's not here.
Your mom's not here.
Your dad's not here.
Your dad's not here. Okay.
So he puts on a ski mask and he's going to go in and rob the place.
He's going to go in and rob the place. He's casing the joint at first. Then he puts on a ski mask and makes it seem like, yeah, he's going to rob the place. Then he just takes it off and is like, I don't need to do this. This is easy.
The only person...
Did your dad have a safe?
The only person in the house is Granny, played by the glorious Cloris Leachman.
What the fuck is she doing in this movie?
Sitting in a chair in a muumuu. She really doesn't have much to do. She wakes up from her like little nap
She
or whatever.
has one joke. It's like, let me make you some sandwiches.
Yeah, and she's this old senile woman,
Yeah.
and when he realizes that this is the easiest thing he's
Yeah.
ever done,
Yeah.
he just starts opening the safe and stealing passports and whatever money
And
is
stealing
around.
the car.
Drives off in the car. But of course it doesn't end there. The kid keeps coming back.
Yeah.
And he ends up moving in with the kid because he has nowhere else to go.
Well, yeah, they don't really get into this that much, but he's staying in a motel, and he comes back and his room is open, and there's somebody going through his stuff.
He sees it from afar.
Yeah, and we don't necessarily know who is in there, but Octavia Spencer, the hooker, says, yeah, looked like a cop.
Yeah.
Well, we don't actually know who it is.
Yeah.
It might have been Bernie Mac for all we know.
No, they've not actually said, but that does make sense for the point in the movie we were in this.
Yeah, because he was going through and following them, and so how he found out was he was checking on the plate of
the car
of the BMW
yeah.
that Billy Bob is driving, and then it's registered to this guy who's in jail, who is the kid's father.
Yes, and he confirms very quickly, "You're this person. You live at this address.
You have no house guests."
House guests? What are you talking about?
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, and that's it.
Yeah.
And that's all it takes him to figure out, okay, some shit's going down.
Yeah.
So you're right. It's possible it was him rooting around in the room.
Yeah.
But we never see him. They never talk about it again.
Nope.
There's like little bits and pieces where it's just like, did something get cut here? It feels rushed.
Yeah. And sometimes the best thing that you can do with your movie is just cut out the fat and just keep on going hit after hit after hit with jokes.
Yeah,
and
this is a movie where it's like I don't need the extra explanation, but it kind of feels like something did get cut because something doesn't quite line up.
Sure. I'm with you.
Is it relevant? Probably not.
No.
We'll just move on.
Mm-hmm. Because by the time you're thinking those thoughts, you're into the next scene.
Yeah. But yeah, so he can't go back to his hotel room, so he decides, well, there's this big house, this kid thinks I'm Santa, I'm moving in with him.
Yeah, no one's gonna care. So...
And this kid is insane. I don't know what his deal is, but he's like talking about a talking walnut. Like he's going on a tangent about imaginary friends or something.
I don't know.
He's like, do you want sandwiches? He does the same thing as grandma because it's
Right.
the only thing he knows.
Right.
Can I bring you some sandwiches? He stands there and stares at him in the bathtub. He stands there and stares at him in the bedroom. He's just this intense little weirdo.
And Billy Bob, he's probably gone through all these answers in his head about what do you do up in the North Pole? What about your reindeer? And all these things that he's heard from the kids all these years.
Yeah.
He's got to have canned answers for all this stuff. But it comes to a point where he just stops having answers and just says, "Kid, what is with you? What is with you? What is your deal?
What are the elves' names? Where's your reindeer? Where's your sleigh?
How do they sleep?
How do they sleep? Is it daytime there? How do they sleep?"
Isn't it loud next to the shop?
And the excuse he gives him for why he has to move into the house is he's in trouble with Mrs. Claus. He was sleeping with Mrs. Claus's sister.
Right. And then what's her name comes over.
Lauren Graham shows up. And he's just like, "I'm Mrs. Claus's sister." Yeah, it's a whole thing. And it's just like, he just believes it and he lets him get away with all of it. And there's these weird moments that they do give you a little bit of resolution for eventually. Like, he cuts his hand at one point. His hand is sliced open and he's screaming and bleeding in the house.
Right.
And then he's like, "I cut my hand." And then he runs away. And then cutscene, we're watching something else now.
Right.
And we're like, what the fuck just happened?
Right, that didn't need to be there, but you have to show Billy Bob being more of the father figure, quote unquote.
Yeah, he's actually concerned about this kid who's bleeding everywhere.
Yeah.
And we find out later it's because the kid was carving him a piece of wood.
Yep.
He made him a wooden pickle, and he didn't paint it brown.
Nope.
It's covered in blood from when he made it.
God.
So they do give you a resolution way later.
Yeah.
But the way they edit it.
Yeah, it's paid
just
off, but you don't know why.
It's so long. There's so long in between jokes sometimes that you completely almost forget why we were doing this in the first place. So yeah, there's just like these weird moments where it's just like, okay, it's funny now.
Yeah.
But at the time I was very confused.
Yeah, well, and they don't even pay off one of those. So I guess second time we see him in the bar when he meets what's her name, and there's a guy across the bar. The actor, I don't remember his actual name, but he plays Amir in Office Space.
Is that who that was?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I've only seen that a few times.
Yeah. So he confronts him after after hours, and he tries to assault him for thinking that he was like hitting on him across the bar.
He was like in the bar staring Billy Bob down.
Yeah.
But he's kind of like biting his lip and like
I didn't
moaning or something.
I didn't get that at all.
And then he goes up to Billy Bob and he's like, I'm not gay. I'm
Right.
not gay. It's like,
Right.
okay, but now you're making me think maybe you are and you just don't want to be, and that's what this is about?
Right. And, you know, again, it's 2003. There's still a lot of gay panic out there.
Yeah.
It's a good, cheap joke. But I don't think it, even for that, it didn't pay off.
It didn't
It's just an excuse to have the kids show up.
intervene. He needed to intervene
Yeah.
and say, stop attacking Santa.
Yeah.
And he made him go away.
Right. And then that's it. He didn't show up the rest of the movie.
Nope.
Yeah.
There's just these weird little moments where it's like, did you fully write out this scene? Did you think this scene out, or did we just need an excuse here, a filler?
Yeah. You could have done anything to get him assaulted, but you had to do that?
Yeah, I don't know. It was
know.
weird.
I
It was
don't know.
weird. But yeah, they have this ongoing relationship, and this is the longest thread in the movie.
It is, yeah.
And it doesn't always make sense because this kid is such a weirdo. Like, he shows up again to the mall, and there's this group of, like, punk skateboarders who keep yelling names at him.
Yeah, a bunch of bullies.
Bullying him. And the first time we see this kid, he's, you know, got a snotty nose.
Yeah.
And they're all yelling things at him, but he just keeps walking and ignores them.
Yeah.
The second time, they give him an ultra wedgie.
Yeah.
So when he shows up to see Santa, what's left of his underwear is hanging around his waist.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, I told you what I wanted for Christmas was a pink stuffed elephant. What I actually want is a gorilla who can beat up the bullies.
Yeah.
Later on, he shows up with a black eye, and Billy Bob's character asks him, what the hell happened to you?
Yeah.
And he is then seen, we don't hear the conversation.
Nope.
The next
You don't
shot
need
is
it.
Billy Bob Thornton kicking the crap out of a bunch of teenagers
Oh, that was
while wearing a Santa suit.
That was a great
He wears that
scene.
fucking Santa suit 95% of this movie.
The one time he's like not in the suit and he looks sober
Yes.
is when he's like on the floor with what's her name? With
The bartender.
the bartender. I can't remember her name.
Yeah.
I think her character's name is Sarah. I think.
Sam, Sarah. It
One of
started
those.
with an S.
Whatever. But yeah, the one time he looks sober and he's not in the suit is that time.
Yeah. So yeah, he kicks the crap out of a bunch of teenagers.
Oh, that's so
And then he has an epiphany.
Right.
Because that's the first time in his life he's ever done anything for someone else that had meaning.
Yep.
And he's like, I think I've really turned a corner. He's becoming so whole and so human.
If there's any redemption arc in this whole movie, it's that.
Well, yeah. And then, of course, at the end of the movie, he literally, right before he beats up the kids, he's trying to kill himself in the garage. Like,
Yeah.
he has a hose attached to the car, and it's running into the vehicle.
Uh-huh. And I said while it was happening, as the camera was kind of panning from the exhaust to the window, I knew what was happening because I've seen this very recently.
Oh, yeah.
And another movie that we did in our October series of movies.
Right.
Go back and listen to that one. But yeah, he's like gonna try to kill himself. Why? What
All of a sudden,
he just feels like a piece of shit because he is.
yeah,
But
he just hits his bottom for some reason, and we don't
guess.
really get a whole lot.
I
as
guess.
to why.
And then he gives the kid an envelope, which is basically a confession
Yeah.
of everything that he's done.
and what he's about to do. We
do,
find
yeah.
this out later. And again, this is maybe a moment where I think something was cut, because the scene that's right before
Yeah.
this, he is in the mall and they're waiting for Santa to show up, and he does, and he looks like he's had the crap kicked out of him.
No.
Yes, he does. He has like a big cut next to his eye. He's got a broken bottle in his hand. We're missing some context, is what I'm saying.
That's
Maybe
possible.
he fell down the fucking stairs. I don't know.
He's more haggard and more drunk and fucked up than we've
Right.
seen him to this point.
And he stumbles into Santa's workshop at the mall and starts smashing up the whole place.
Yeah, so...
And then he pees his pants.
Right, and what I was thinking, so him being in the car with the hose came right after that scene where Bernie Mac and his partner were arguing about who's going to take him back to the car. And like, what I was guessing was that Bernie Mac was trying to say, yeah, let's get rid of this problem, which is to say kill the guy. Well, what better way to kill the guy slowly and effectively than that?
I mean, maybe, but again, there's that whole sequence. It's like, okay, something happened before he showed up. Maybe it's just he's fucked up and that's it. Maybe they put him in the car to deal with this problem. Maybe he did it himself. But
clearly he that didn't happen. He did this to himself, but
yeah, there's like no real flow there. There's something
I agree
missing.
with you. I totally agree with that. There's something odd there. But again, you can just ignore it because you're just on to the next scene, like we keep saying.
Yeah. But yeah, so at the end of the movie, he successfully cracks the safe and they're about to, wreck shop. And he goes to get one more thing, and it's the stuffed elephant for the little boy.
Yeah.
And his partner at this point, turns on him.
Betrays him, yeah.
He betrays him, and he's like, you've been getting more and more fucked up, and this has been a long time coming. And he starts getting emotional and crying, and he says, you even need all that stuff, man? It's Christmas. And then the cops show up and start fucking shit up and start shooting at him.
Mm-hmm.
And what does he do? He makes his getaway because he yelled, oh, the fucking kid. And I was like, what is he talking about, the fucking kid? Yeah. But we get again, it's like, it sets it up a little bit and then you get the conclusion later. He gets away from the scene. He drives as fast as he can to the kid's house. Yeah. And the cops open fire on him.
Right.
On the front lawn. And all these children in the neighborhood see the cops shoot Santa.
Right.
And then, he reads the letter.
Mm-hmm. It's a different letter.
Yeah. He writes a letter to the kid from prison. So he survives.
From the hospital.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah. He doesn't go to prison.
You're right.
Because what he says in the letter is, well, the local police didn't think too kindly on the fact that you just shot in the back Santa Claus, an unarmed Santa Claus.
Yes, you opened
8
fire.
times.
Yeah.
Holy shit, and he survived.
Right. But he writes letters to the kid from the hospital.
Yeah.
And he's like, thanks for giving that letter to the cops. I kind of forgot I told you to do that. Right. I also forgot he told you to do that.
Oh,
so
man.
there's a very loose amount of information that you kind of already forget by the time you get the conclusion to it. So it's not that it's incoherent and impossible to follow because you're getting the conclusions.
Yeah.
But it's just, it feels like there's some gaps and I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
Huh?
Whatever there is, it does pay off.
Yes.
It doesn't necessarily pay off everything.
No.
But again, you don't really need it.
I guess not. I'd have to watch it again to see how I feel about it. But watching it for the first time, I'm like, I'm confused.
Yeah.
I'm just confused. And yeah, I mean, we haven't even talked about, there's a whole arc with, Bernie Mac. So he gets involved and he confronts them and says, I know who you are. I know your scheme. I want in and I want half.
Yeah. And they agree to it begrudgingly.
Well, no, they're negotiating, quote unquote.
Fine.
His partner
they know that he's got him over a barrel.
Yeah. His partner's like, we'll give you 30%. He says half.
I meant 33 1/3.
Half.
Yeah, and it keeps
40,
on going.
Half.
Yes.
And his answer is always half.
And he gets half.
Yeah, and he gets half. But then ultimately, they con him
on the night that it's going to happen.
The deal.
Yeah, the partner. What's his name? Walter.
I don't even know.
Whatever.
It's the kind of movie it doesn't matter.
So on the night, they flag him down on the road.
His partner and his girlfriend.
Sure. Who, by the way, she didn't really have a lot of lines. Her name is Lauren Tom, the actress. She is the voice of Amy in Futurama.
Yep.
I don't really know her from anything else but that.
I think she used to do Whose Line Is It Anyway once in a while.
Okay.
Her face is very familiar to me, and I believe that's why.
All right. Anyway, they flag him down on the road saying, hey, our truck broke down. We need a jump. Can you help us out? And he says, what do I look like? I'm a car mechanic or whatever? And, you know, they do go through their entire thing, and they get him between the two cars. And the girlfriend just crushes him between the two vehicles.
She's only got about 4 feet of room, and she's like, I didn't have enough room to accelerate.
But it's enough. It's enough. They're trying to kill him.
Yes, they're trying to kill him.
And the other dude, like, takes the jumper cables and puts them on the side of his head.
Yep.
Trying to kill him that way. Didn't work. It probably knocked him out enough.
Yep. And so he drags his ass behind the wheel of the van, and they back over him.
Oh, and it doesn't go crunch, but there's a bump.
Yeah, there's a bump.
Oh, God.
It's like a PG-13 bump.
In a very rated R movie.
Right. This is one of those movies that you easily could have the PG-13 or the very hard R. And they went for the hard R.
Well, they went for the hard R in that it's just the language.
Yes.
There's nothing else here. Yeah, there's some sex, but you're not seeing anything.
No, it's a lot of like feet and it was like the lower half or
back,
the upper half.
From the back, yeah.
Yeah.
And you can hear people fucking like in the changing room and out in the hot tub and things like that. But again, they're not showing anything. So
no,
you could have made a PG-13 version of this, but it would not have been nearly as effective.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
Especially his partner just being the foul-mouthed man that he was.
Oh, yeah.
He was one of the best parts of the movie. Just his rants going off on him about Billy Bob being a fucking loser.
Well, and the only reason he puts up with him is because he can crack safes.
Yeah, he's good at it.
And the rest of it doesn't matter as long as he delivers in the end.
Exactly.
So he puts up with it. He could find another guy, but he likes that he's kind of a fuck up because he just runs the whole show and he tells him what to do and he tells him where to be.
Yep.
And he gets his cut and he goes away. And he doesn't have to see him for almost a year.
Right.
So,
and then he calls him up 11 months later saying, I found a new job.
Yep.
Get to Phoenix. We'll see you there.
So I get why he keeps dragging him along. But yeah, he's at his wit's end where he's just like, you know what? You're a fuck up. You are a piece of trash. You don't have any respect for yourself and you need so much therapy.
Right. But when he's doing his like betrayal confrontation thing, he says, oh yeah, that security guy's dead. Oh, I didn't even know he was sick. It's like, oh yeah, no, he's dead.
We killed him.
We killed him.
Yep, we took him out.
And that right there, that went somewhere that I was not expecting it to. I did not expect murder in this at all.
No, that kind of again came out of left field. So yeah, it doesn't really fit. But it also fits completely. I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird choice.
Yeah, the tone kind of just changed from then on out.
Yeah, I know. It's like, are we going for raunchy comedy? Are we going for dark comedy?
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't black enough to be like pitch black dark comedy.
No, and they even had the joke about the grandma possibly being dead.
Oh God, that was fucking funny.
Yeah.
Cloris Leachman, still as she could possibly be, mouth agape, arms just kind of flailing out.
Legs akimbo.
And he gets really close to her and she just kind of goes, ah! Oh, let me make you some sandwiches. Like, the more she did it, the funnier it got. But that's it. Like, you paid this living legend to just make the same joke.
To be a joke.
It was great. And the rest of the time, she's just sitting there watching TV, nonplussed by everything.
So that covers pretty much everybody in the movie. There were some more Bernie Mac scenes that I wanted to talk about. Like, there was a scene of, like, him by himself being a security guard, and he catches a kid trying to steal video games.
Yep.
And I feel like this scene was made just for Bernie, or like he wrote this scene or something, because in his comedy, he would always talk about these, basically these kids, these kids today. That it was one of his shticks. So Yeah, it's like, hey, this kid is stealing video games. He's listening to an MP3 player. Hey, remember MP3 players, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it wasn't even a good one. It was just some piece of shit one. Not an iPod or anything
No,
like that.
that was like 2003. Maybe had a handful of songs.
Right.
Some knockoff toy version of an MP3 player.
Sure. But yeah, he did his little thing where, yeah, I know you're stealing something, so I'm just going to take it right out of your pants, kid.
And then I'm going to steal your MP3 player.
I'm going to steal your MP3 player and your headphones and everything.
Go pull your pants up.
Go and pull your pants up, exactly, yeah. So
I'm not familiar with his comedies, so...
We will have to absolutely watch that thing. It's really good.
Yeah.
And that's... He's had a couple of TV shows.
Yes. We talked about him in Ocean's 11. He's in that.
Yeah. Yeah. He was good.
There's also a scene in this where he's eating an orange.
Yeah, I commented while we were watching. It's like, how many oranges did this guy eat? Because he's like putting the entire slice in his mouth.
Yeah.
And during the...
And sucking it loudly.
And during the filming of that, he's really eating them, so he must have eaten a lot of oranges.
Yeah, just acting like I don't care. Because once again, he's having a scene with John Ritter.
Yeah.
And he's just like, he's complaining because he caught him having sex with a woman in the women's big and tall section. And he's just like, he can do that. Let him do that.
Yeah.
This is America. Fuck the big women. Like just literally completely just stone-faced. He spends so much of this movie completely deadpan.
And that's his whole thing, too.
And the longer he stares doing nothing, the funnier it becomes.
It's true.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of funny moments in this movie. I think I get why people like it.
Oh, 100%. I
like I said, I was a little at the beginning unsure, but by the end I was cackling.
Right, and like at the very, very beginning, he's at this shitty bar where there's like a fucking Christmas party, like an office Christmas party.
Something like that.
Of a bunch of like rich white people, and he's just at the end of the bar in his Santa suit just taking shots.
Straight whiskey.
By himself. And not interacting with anybody else. He just found a bar to go to where there's alcohol.
'Cause why not?
And like, I didn't really know if this was going to be like setting the tone for the rest of the movie, because there's not really anything there in the bar. It's not until he gets outside and he's puking on the side of the bar and the title card comes up in red font, Bad Santa.
So here's the question then. Do we count this one as a Christmas movie?
Yes. Yes.
Is it because it's a Christmas miracle that he found some humanity?
It's a Christmas miracle that he survived.
This is true. On Christmas Eve, he had 8 bullet wounds in his back.
Well, I'm not even talking about the bullet wounds. I'm talking about his liver and his entire body of all the liquor and all the cigarettes and drugs that he's taking.
Yeah, well, he even says, like, oh, one of the bullets hit my liver, but that's
fucked anyway. Any other thoughts, Betsy? I think that's about it.
I think we covered most of it. It was funny. I don't know if I need to seek out the second one.
I don't know.
Maybe someday.
I'm kind of curious. Maybe
now
next
you're
year.
Intrigued.
Oh, totally. Maybe next year. I don't really know where you can go from that, except to like bring the band back together. Maybe find the kid if he's still acting.
I guess.
Yeah.
It was quite you looked it up. 2016. I didn't realize that came out so recently.
Yeah.
I definitely knew there was a gap. I didn't know it was that big a gap.
Mm-hmm. I think eventually I would like to see it, but it's gonna be a while. Maybe next year. So let's close out this holiday series, Betsy, with an email from Stephanie.
Well, of course, from Stephanie.
About our last episode about It's a Wonderful Life. And this is a nice one. This is one of my all-time favorites. It is so heartwarming and life-affirming. My whole family loves this movie. We grew up watching it every Christmas. My cousin has gone to conventions and met the woman that played Little Zuzu before she passed away.
Isn't that amazing that
you get
they have convention
you get
things for
famous
this?
For being a child actor and being in one scene just because it is one movie that has become so beloved.
Fact.
and he even named his daughter Bailey after George Bailey.
Cute.
That's cute. I definitely sob every time. It is a comfort movie and makes me hopeful for the world. We're all connected, and what we choose to do can make individual people's lives better. We may not all make a huge impact on the world at large, but on the people that we show kindness to, we can make a world of difference. Love you guys, and happy holidays. From Superfan Stephanie.
Thank you, Superfan Stephanie.
Thank you, Stephanie, for that message that I think we can all agree with, especially after watching Bad Santa.
Yeah, because what does he learn? He learns that if he's kind to people in his weird little way,
Yeah.
he learns a lesson, and there's more to life than what he's been living.
Yeah.
And he makes a difference
He does.
for one little boy.
He does. But that is the end of our little holiday episode string here. It is going to be a brand new year.
Oh my gosh, it's 2022 soon.
Oh, God. So we got one more episode, I think, before the end of the year, if I remember right.
Yes.
Sure. That's going to be kind of back to normal. We're going to be...
whatever we want.
Whatever we want. We're done with our series.
We'll be sprinkling some Oscar contenders in here and there.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be doing that, and we're going to be throwing in some stuff that is currently available on streaming services.
Yeah.
Whatever happens to be
caught
available.
up on what we've been missing out on.
Anytime we start doing series of movies, we get kind of a little bit behind, especially when there's something coming up that we want to cover. So it's going to be a little weird. We might do one or two here that are Oscar stuff, and then we might sprinkle in some other stuff. We'll see. You know us by now. There's really no big plan. Except,
I like it that way.
Yeah, exactly. Except for when we know we're going to do a thing, and we just kind of have to fit it in.
We got 2 months till the Oscar nominations.
Oh, God, Betsy. What are we going to do?
Watch movies.
Oh, that's right. That's the whole point of the podcast.
That's what we do here.
Yes, Betsy. So if you want to reach out to us, what did you think of Bad Santa? Did you watch this back in
holiday movies?
Or any of the holiday movies or anything in general? Tell us what you're thinking about the next Oscar season. What are you thinking about that? Yeah.
Did you see the Spider-Man?
Yeah, we did a whole Spidey series. Like
all the Spider-Man.
Oh, God. Yeah, reach out to us. It is neverseenitpod@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter, neverseenit_pod. And like I've been saying, if you don't want to support us financially, no big deal. You can if you want. Click the link in the podcast description. If not, just go ahead and just share it with your friends, share it with your family members. Just pick out a few episodes if you want. Share the link that way, just directly to the episode, if you can figure out how to do that. But I hope everybody had a great holiday season. We will be with you one more time before the end of the year, but that's going to be close to the end of the damn year.
Oh, man.
Oh, Betsy, we're actually coming up on our anniversary of this podcast, so it's coming. It's coming.
That's scary.
Yep. We've hit. I think we're in the 80. The numbers 80 episodes. 80 something episodes. I don't keep track. But yes, Betsy. Thank you for sitting with me for all these movies.
Thank you for listening to me get lost in my own thoughts.
Yep, that's the whole point of this damn show. So, thank you again for listening. This has been Never Seen It. I'm Trent.
I'm Betsy.
And we'll catch you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.